Hey, what's up guys? Gian here of Gadget Pilipinas. Welcome back dito sa ating channel. And I guess there's a reason why you're here. And ayoko nang paikot-ikutin pa. I'm going to unbox the ROG Phone 3. So ngayon guys, I will not just be unboxing the ROG Phone 3, but I will also be telling you some of the key features of this smartphone. Now, just for you to see the difference between the box of the ROG Phone 3 and ROG Phone 2, this is way bigger than the previous generation in terms of box, no? Pero mamaya, I have here the ROG Phone 2. I'm going to give you guys a quick comparison as well of how it actually looks. So ito siya, and I really think that the way you open this up is also just as complicated as this one. It doesn't mean it's difficult, but it's just complicated, no? Okay, so there's actually a proper way of opening this. So you just have to slide it. Unfortunately, wala silang nilagay dito na nib. So you just have to angle it like this para malaglag siya. But you have to be very careful because sa ilalim, you will find here the AeroActive Cooler. Nakatawa kasi nung in-unbox ito ni Linus of Linus Tech Tips, hindi niya alam na yung palang smartphone ay nandito sa part ito. So initcha lang niya. Okay, tawan-tawa ako nung pinunod ko yun, no? And yeah, so totoo yun because the ROG Phone 3 is actually in this smaller box. And it's right over here. Ito yung bagong AeroActive Cooler. This is the third iteration and it promises better airflow and heat dissipation for the ROG Phone 3. To let you know guys, I have all of the accessories of the ROG Phone 2. So if you guys also bought the ROG Phone 2 and you're thinking of upgrading from that to the third, if you're thinking about kasya ba, I will be able to answer that question. Okay, so this is the AeroActive Cooler 3. In here, you have another case. There's an extra case right here. Pretty much the same thing with what they did, pero this time, iba yung design. And we have here a charger. So this is a 30-watt charger. And we have also extra rubber covers. Because sa ilalim niyan, meron yan na saksakan, no, additional peripheral port. Meron din kasama to na Type-C to 3.5mm headphone jack. And yes, this confirms na wala pong 3.5mm headphone jack ang ROG Phone 3. This is actually debatable and it's actually something that a lot of people have been really talking about when it comes to this particular feature on the ROG Phone 3. Perfect na daw sana siya pero wala lang daw talaga siya na 3.5mm, which actually tinake out nila because yung ROG Phone 2 meron. Okay? But again, as I mentioned, this is up for debate. It's relative for those people. Some of you guys are already investing in really good Bluetooth headphones for your smartphone. But for some, they would prefer the more analog way of doing things. And they probably have already yung mga in-invest na mga more expensive types of headphones. Shout out to you, Mr. Eman Tortosa, for that. Okay? We have right here another smaller box which contains a few more accessories. We have a pretty cool looking SIM ejector tool. Tapos, merong stickers. Parang walang stickers yung dati ah. This is the ROG Phone 3. Oh. Ooh. This ROG Phone 3 is actually different, no, from the ROG Phone 2 by a lot of things. It's not as gamey looking compared to the first one. And we have here the Type-C port. We have the peripherals port that I've been mentioning earlier. Yep. And we have a SIM tray on the left side. We have sleep and wake button with red streak right there. The ROG Phone 3 does not have that. And we have the volume rockers right here. Iba yung feel niya. Medyo wobbly siya ng konti compared to the other one. It doesn't feel like it's cheap though, but I just really feel that this one has a more solid build pagdating doon sa volume rockers compared to the new one. I like the colors, I like rather the design of the air triggers. It has the same thing on this one, but mas pronounced yung ROG design nito. Medyo cheesy ng konti. The air triggers are actually much better now compared to the previous one. So ito meron na siya na parang L1, L2 buttons. while this one only has about, I think, L2, L3, L2 and R2 lang. Ito may L1, L2, and also R1 and R2. It has a 6.59-inch display with a resolution of 2340 by 1080. It supports a refresh rate of 144 Hz, so if there are games that you can play beyond 120 frames per second up to 144 frames per second, you can easily play that, and it's actually compatible with this one, also with a response rate of 1 millisecond. At kung tatanong ko naman kung pwede ba ako mag-consume dito ng mga videos na HDR10, yes, you can do that. This one has an AMOLED display with support with 10-bit HDR, very bright as well at 1000 nit na peak brightness. I think that's one of the brightest displays that I've seen in the market. Now, it also supports always on 10-point multi-touch, and in terms of weight, it's 240 grams. A little heavy on the weight side, but that's expected because, you know, this is a gaming phone. And, you know, sometimes being heavy has some plus points because sometimes it equates as a sturdiness. But don't quote me on that. Not all the time na pagka-heavy, sturdy na. Sometimes kapag binagsak mo yung isang device, if it's not protected with any glass protection, then it will just simply shatter to pieces. Battery-wise, it is still really one of the best in the market at 6,000 mAh battery. And sabi nga nila, no, wag mo nang baguhin ang bagay na maganda at perfecto, no? And that is the case on the ROG Phone 2. This one also has a 6,000 mAh battery. This one also has 6,000 mAh battery. And I believe that since the Snapdragon 865 Plus has a more efficient in terms of energy efficiency, I certainly believe, without any question or doubt, that this will perform better in terms of battery performance. Okay, but that will of course be something that we will be checking out once we publish our full review. Now, in terms of RAM, this one has a 16 gig of LPDDR5. It's one of the newest in terms of RAM configurations in the market. And if you're looking for something that has really fast read and write speeds, meron ito na 512 gig na UFS 3.1 na storage. And it's one of the first smartphones in the market to have that kind of storage configuration. Wala silang 1 terabyte na variant, and we asked them why. Because walang 1 terabyte na UFS 3.1. And maybe once naglabas na ang UFS 3.1 na 1 terabyte support, maybe we will be able to see maybe an ultimate version of the ROG Phone 3, but don't quote me on that. Maybe only that might happen. But as of now, we only have about 512 gig of internal storage, the limit, for the ROG Phone 3. So don't expect yet any 1 terabyte to be announced soon. All the important sensors that you might need when playing games, they're all here, plus the inclusion of the ultrasonic sensors or air triggers located here on this side, and another one here sa may bandang baba. I don't know where it is though, but they said that it's actually 3 ultrasonic kasi meron siyang tinatawag na grip press. So if you grip it, you can easily change the config of the device, like yung mode. If you want to do the ROG gaming mode, then you can easily do that by simply pressing the phone. Okay, in terms of Bluetooth configuration, there is, of course, Bluetooth 5.1. It supports Wi-Fi Direct as well, NFC, and as I mentioned, there's even a peripheral port here, which is a custom USB-C. So that would allow you to actually use the Aero Cooler 3.0. And what you do is you just open this up and then slide it in, and then kada mo na siyang ganun. Fit. And what I like about the new Aero Cooler is that meron siyang built-in na kickstand. Wala yan dati, no? Wala yan dati. And nung nakita ko yan, nung nagkaroon kami ng NDA session, I was really blown away with the concept. When we went to Taiwan a year ago, wala silang pinakita na design ng Aero Cooler na may ganito. Kaya when I saw it during the NDA session, I was like, wow! Buti na naisip niya yan. And because the first Aero Cooler, hindi nila naisip yon. I don't know why. But this is a nice touch, and I really commend ASUS for doing that. Now, to see if this will fit on the ROG Phone 2, we will find out. Yeah, it fits nicely. The same thing. Now, in terms of the charger, I just would like to tell you guys that what they call this is a 30-watt ROG Hypercharge Direct Charging. And quite a mouthful, pero I think that's one way of saying na ito mabilis mag-charge. And it also supports power delivery 3.0, and that is something what we would love to test once we go through our usual review methodology. They also sent this accessory which they call the Lightning Armor Case, and this should allow you to actually mimic the same effect with what we have right here for the ROG Phone 2. The same thing. I, however, like the design of this more than this one. Maybe we will see later on kasi sabi nila na this one has a lot of effects na parang ginawa nila with the ROG laptops that we have in the market right now. You would remember that in our review of the ROG Phone 2, meron kaming dalawa doon na performance breakdown kapag ka naka-turn on yung X mode sa kapag nakapatay yung X mode. And we will do the same thing when we post our full review. You know that we have a new methodology right now, and we will also be doing the same thing, but this time it's a lot longer because we want to be able to see the difference in terms of performance kapag ka bukas yung X mode saka hindi bukas yung X mode. Alright, so choose your system style. I will definitely pick first the default because, you know, this is an ROG phone. It's a gaming phone, so might as well choose the gaming UI. ROG Elite desperately needs you to join the resistance mission. I've already started this. I'm good with that. Scan the ROG totem. Click continue. Ooh, there's a game right here. There's a game, guys. Meron daw ROG token. Where can I find that, sir, ma'am? Let's do it. Scan the totem and hold in place. There you go. Start. Ooh, there's a mini game. Galing, ah. Okay, what is that? Join us. Okay, click to continue. Yes, okay. Yes, that's it. I'll probably do it later on, but that's cool. I am now in X mode, and as you can see, I can actually click some of the tabs right here, and I can easily turn on and off also X mode. May custom settings then, so if I wish to, for instance, increase the level, there's level 1, level 2, and level 3 in terms of performance. Pag level 1, syempre yun yung mababa na performance ng fans. So, you don't actually hear something on the fans. But since there is an additional fan, automatic niyang ibabayin sa level 3. Kaya kung marinig ninyo, there's actually a fan, no? Because this one is the Aero Cooler. I will let you hear what I'm hearing right now. So that's the fan. Now there's no way now for me to actually change it because naka-attach nga yung Aero Cooler. Refresh rate, it says same as system setting. Now since naka level 3 tayo, I will not click that. I will crank it up to 144 Hz. Wow. Guys, if you go 144 Hz, you'll never go back to 60. Dati kasi 120 Hz lang, di ba? Like yung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, it's 120 Hz. And also the S20 Ultra, this one can go as high as 144 Hz. Sliding sensitivity, you can increase that as well. Meron din ito 240 Hz na touch latency. So that means, you know, mabilis yung feeling kapag ginalo mo yung menu. Okay, there's even Hyperfusion says use enabled mobile data connection. Since we don't have yet the SIM in the SIM tray, we will not be using that for now. Click apply. We're good for the custom settings. And that's it. Air triggers I can change, and then also I can even edit the lighting. There's lighting synchronization. So if I have an Aura device, Aura Sync device not compatible, it will automatically sync up with whatever color that I choose on this one. So meron tayo dito na color cycle, breathing, strobing, various or lots and lots of options. And apart from that, advanced settings, ROG logo light, front light, kasi meron dito, meron din sa harap. Okay. System temperature, 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Ilan yun for Celsius? I'm not sure. So it says here, allow themes to access photos, media, and files. Since meron ito na NFC chip inside, it also provides you a free theme. Allow natin yan, then apply. So kung ano yung pinili ko na color cycle, if it's color cycle, it's the same thing. Brightness though, I can't choose the brightness. I can increase the rate. Pero yung brightness niya, hindi. I don't know if you can see it properly, but yeah, it's there. It's changing colors. I guess that's pretty much everything that you need to understand about the core specifications. But in terms of the camera, this one has a 24 megapixel front camera. In terms of rear camera naman, yung camera niya is powered by Sony IMX686 for the main camera na 64 megapixel. Ultra wide is 13 megapixel with field of view of 125 degrees. And in terms of macro, it's 5 megapixel. It's not quad cam setup, but it's more of it's actually only 3 cam setup. So yeah, it has dual front-facing speakers, the same with what we have with the ROG Phone 2, and the stereo speakers with dual NXP. Now, just to let you know, there is also an upcoming Strix edition of the ROG Phone 3. So for those of you on the budget side of things, there's also a Strix edition which has a lower clock speed ng Snapdragon. This one has a Snapdragon 865 Plus. But if you're looking at something that is cheaper, that one naman, yung Strix edition, has a 2.84 GHz na Snapdragon 865. Pero same 5G sila parehas. Same GPU. But again, as I mentioned, mas mababa ng konti yun in terms of chipset configuration. But you get the same features that I mentioned earlier based on what I'm looking at right now. It's the same size, same battery, different in terms of RAM, only at 8 gig, and storage only up to 256 gig of internal storage, but the same UFS 3.1. But you get all of the other features that are on the ROG Phone 3, the non-Strix edition. So, hindi ka tinipid, no? Ang nabawasan doon would be the RAM and also the chipset. So that's pretty much everything in terms of the main differences rather of the two devices. So that's our quick unboxing and setup of the ROG Phone 3. I encourage you guys to go and check out this channel because we have a few more contents lined up for the ROG Phone 3. Lots of it, guys. And we will also be using this as our streaming device for our mobile games. Let us know in the comment section down below kung ano yung gusto nyo laruin namin at gusto namin review. Usually, sa lineup ng review namin, meron kami na Marvel Super Wars, we have Black Desert, we have Mobile Legends, and also PUBG and Call of Duty Mobile. But if there are any other games that you wish to be featured using the ROG Phone 3, please let us know in the comment section down below. We would gladly try them out for you. Let us know as well kung ano pa yung mga yon. Okay? So again, this has been Gian of GadgetPilipinas.net. Thank you guys for watching. And again, thank you for supporting us in this channel. Bye!